Okay, so I'm starting this directly 1.6, which is Alchemy of Nature. So there are two more units are left. We will going to complete it in the next video. But first, let me complete this alchemy of nature. Yeah. So here, alchemy is nothing but alchemy means a magic of nature. Nature means the mountains, trees, water. So let's understand this chapter. What is the magic of nature? To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in the wildflower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. So, which means that William Blake is written this quote and he tries to. I am explaining line by line. First line, if you see, to see the world in a grain of sand, which means if you want to see the magic in nature, a man can see the whole world in small sand particles. The crystal of sand is like a crystal, so in a small scale sand crystal you can see, if you want, you can see the whole world also. And heaven in the wildflower, which means there are flowers are there which is wild, or you can see the heaven in the wildflower if you want. And you can hold infinity in your palm. Palm means your hand, right? Your paws. So you can hold the infinity in your palm of your hand, and you can hold the eternity in an hour, which means there are time is moving, right? And you can hold the whole time in your hand. Clear? The next column, it's the next box, they are explaining about that thing. I'm not going to read that. Let's read what it is. Something as tiny as a grain of sand can spark off an idea or imagination of a huge significance of the world. One can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small or wildflower and desire joy forever. Only one should have the eyes and time to see it. Which means that if you want to see the good thing in this world, it's upon the person perspective, right? And if you don't want, you will never going to see that. Infinity is endless space, but your small palm can hold the destiny of earth through your efforts. Which means if you see the space, the whole world is so big. If you if you want, you can hold. Eternity is a time, which means in this world the space is also too much, but it's upon you, like you can hold it. And the time is also unlimited, but it's upon you, you can hold it. Great deeds can surpass the limits of time and space. They never die, which means that the great deeds which is done by the human being, it never die. It never die. We instinctively turn to outdoor activities. We instinctively turn to outdoor activities and nature as a way of relaxing and enhancing our well-being. So here it is saying that we as a human being, we instinctively meaning is given by natural, which means naturally we turn to outdoor activities. Naturally we like to go outside the home. The activities which is there outside the home, we like it naturally. We moved as a way of relaxing ourselves and enhancing our well-being. Relaxing is, everyone know that enhancing means enriching our well-being, which means that we naturally attracted to the outdoor activity. Nature soothes and nurtures. Nature makes ourselves relaxing, gives us gives us peace and nurtures us. Nature fulfills and motivates. Nature is fulfilling ourselves and motivates. Nature whispers and commands. The nature talks also. Nature says, command, are you listening? Are you listening? When I do, it leaves me in a complete awe. It leaves me in a complete great wonder and amazement. We have a hibiscus plant in our garden. Every fortnight, a flower blooms on it. So here the writer started talking about that in his garden there is a hibiscus plant is there, and in hibiscus plant there is a flower is coming, blooming out, and it is a big, bright, tender. Through the day, throughout the day, the flower smiles with the sun and dances with the wind. But as evening approaches, it starts whittling. So whittling meaning is given drying and dropping, which means that the writer is saying that in his garden he have a hibiscus plant, and in that hibiscus plant the flower is coming, and throughout the day the flowers is smiling in front of the sun. And when the evening comes, the flowers is drying down, drying. The morning after, it withers completely, and by evening it falls and becomes one with the earth again. Which means that in the morning time, in the morning time, the flowers is living happily. Okay. The flowers come to life only for a day, yet it does so in full splendor. What if we too lived our life, however short, to its fullest? Which means that here the writer is talking about a flower, and he's giving example of that if you he's giving example of flower. The flower is spending 24 hours and living, giving us fullest. But as a human being, if we will also live happy, but we are not. We are not. Okay, we'll continue in the next video.